Okay. So yesterday we had stopped, or I had told you representation of the earth in two forms, globe and maps. Yes, I had also told you about two types of maps, that were political map and the physical map. Yes. Now, after that, today we'll be talking about the continents and the oceans. Yes, all the landform that is present on the earth are put into different names, different land masses. Yes, and these huge, big land masses are given some names, and those names or those areas are distinctively called as continents. What are they called as? They are called as continents. Okay. So I'll show you on the map. You can see here. Yes. Is it clear? Raise your hand if you can see the map properly. Okay. Thank you. So if you see here, you will find there are 7 continents which are there. We have North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Antarctica, and Australia. Yes, these are the 7 continents that we have. Okay, and with them we have major water bodies. Yes, 5 major water bodies which are called as oceans. Yes, so we have 5 oceans. What are those oceans? We have the Pacific Ocean. Now, if you see the map properly, you find that Pacific Ocean is written on both the sides. Why? Because on the globe, it will join on the other side, no? So that is the reason why Pacific Ocean is always written on both the sides. Yes. Then we have the Antarctic Ocean, the Southern Ocean, right down near Antarctica. We have the Southern Ocean, that is the Antarctic Ocean. Then between the two major halves, you find that there is Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is also the busiest ocean because it is that particular ocean which connects these two land masses. On the eastern side, we have continents like Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia. On the western side, we have North America, South America. So these two major blocks of land are connected mostly with Atlantic Ocean, and that is the reason why Atlantic Ocean is also called as the busiest ocean. Yes. Then we, right on the top, yes, north, you have the Arctic Ocean. Again, it's a very cold area, Arctic Ocean. Yes. So this is how we can talk about the 5 major oceans. So what are those 5 major oceans? That is Pacific Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and one ocean is named after a country. We are very proud of that country. Yes or no? So it is the Indian Ocean. Just below India, you have the Indian Ocean. Yes. So this Indian Ocean is the only ocean which is named after a country. So am I clear with this map? Yes. Okay. Can you see the map properly now? Yes. Very good. Now, so we are very, very clear with these major land masses. Okay. And the major water bodies, that are the oceans. Yes. as I told you, all these continents and oceans have a nickname or another name also. So Asia is largest continent. Europe is a continent which is merged, or it has the same landmass, connected landmass with Asia. Africa, dark continent. Yes, the smallest continent is Australia. It is also called as the island continent. Yes. Why island? What do you mean by an island? A land which is surrounded by water on all four sides will be called as an island. So Australia is a continent which is surrounded by water on all four sides. So it is also called as an island continent. Then we have the Antarctica. It is also called as the frozen continent. Yes, or the white continent. Why? Because it is right down in near the South Pole, and it is almost below 0 degrees, frozen continent. That is why it is also called as the frozen continent. Then we have the Pacific Ocean. As I told you, it's a very large ocean. So it is the largest ocean also, and the deepest ocean also. Atlantic Ocean, as I told you, busiest ocean. Indian Ocean, named after a country. Arctic Ocean, the smallest ocean. And Antarctic Ocean is also called as the Southern Ocean. Okay, so this, we come to the end of this continents and oceans. Now we come to another topic, which is directions. I think so directions have been taught to you from second and first class. Yes, but here we are not talking only about the cardinal directions. We'll be also talking about revising the intermediate directions as well. Now, when we talk about the directions, yes, north on the top. Even every map tells you the north direction. Why? So that you pull the map in the correct direction. You place the map with the correct direction. So north, right on the top. South, right down. Opposite to north is south. Now this is easy. You remember these. But what you forget is which side is west, which side is east. So a very simple trick to remember which side is west, which side is east. We all call ourselves we. Together we call ourselves we. So W first and E on the other side. We. The word we has to be learned. Yes, if you keep this in mind, what will happen? You will always write W this side and E this side. So west on this side and east on the other side. Now, what are these called? These are all called as the cardinal or the basic directions. The word used is the cardinal points. What are they called as? The cardinal points. Am I clear with the cardinal points? Now, if you want a direction between north and east, what are you going to do? You are going to mark these directions also. So this will be, north will be the major direction and the east will be the minor direction. So we'll put it as northeast. Yes, same goes on the next side, this will be called, south will be the major direction, east will be called as the minor direction, south, east. Yes, here it will be called as south, west. Here it will be called as north, west. Yes, and these directions are called as the middle directions between north and east, east and south. Yes, so they are called as intermediate directions. What is the second word? Intermediate directions. Yes, if you have any problem, you can write it in the chat, but it should be only the problem. Yes. Now, when we talk about all these directions, please see that you can take a screenshot of it if you want an explanation, a reference point. Yes. Directions, you have the major directions, north, west, east, and south. These are the cardinal points. Then you have the intermediate directions, which are northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. Am I clear with the direction part? Okay, so what are we doing? We are doing the next topic, that is motions of the earth. Yes, two basic major motions of the earth are rotation and the revolution of the earth. Now, everyone, I cannot expect you to be playing with tops, lattu. Yes, we are modern age children. So, but we all play with Beyblades, isn't it? We all play with Beyblades. Yes. If you see, there's one thin point of that Beyblade that touches the ground, and on that it moves. It takes circles. Yes? Yes or no? So you find that is called as nothing but rotation. So everyone has played with Beyblades. Yes. So even the earth is on its axis and it spins on this axis. Now this thing which it is connected. Yes, this is nothing but the axis. You can see the globe, and if I rotate the globe rotates. In the same manner, the earth also is taking circles, yes, from west to east on this axis. Yes, so this is nothing but rotation of the earth. Yes. Now, when we talk about the rotation of the earth, in how much time does the earth complete its rotation? Okay, it is completing it in 24 hours. Yes, because of those 24 hours, you find day and night. So what is the rotation doing? What does it cause? It causes day and night. When the sun, we know that sun is a stationary heavenly body. Yes, that means it is not moving. It is the earth that moves. Yes, so the earth which faces the sun has day, which does not face the sun has night. and opposite happens. That is, the other part will face the sun, it will have day, and the opposite part will have night. Yes, so that is what the rotation does. Now I'll tell you what does the definition for rotation. Rotation of the earth rotates on its own axis from the west to the east in about 24 hours is called rotation of the earth. It causes day and night. It is also called daily motion of the earth. What is it called? It is called the daily motion of the earth. Yes. Next thing is, or next motion of the earth is the revolution motion. Yes. When, like you have the road, like you have a path in space also, every planet has a particular path that it is moving around, and it is elliptical in shape. What is it? Elliptical in shape. That means it is not a circle, it is like a oval. Yes, it is oval in shape, this path, and this path is called the orbit of the planet. So earth also has its orbit. Yes, it is moving around the sun. The earth also is moving around the sun on this path, which is called as the orbit. Yes. Now, how much time does it take? It takes 365 and 1/4 day. Yes, 365 and 1/4 day. Now, you might think, what are we doing of that 1/4 day? All those 1/4 days are collected and put in the leap year of February. Leap year, one more day is added in the leap year in February. Yes, so that is how we complete the calendar. Okay, so what are we doing? We are talking about revolution. That means earth moving around the sun in 365 and 1/4 day. Yes, when we see this, what does it cause? It causes your seasons. If you see this elliptical shape, twice you will find that the earth is very far from the sun. Yes, and twice you will see that the earth is very near to the sun. Yes, so these are the summer months. Yes, in the northern and the southern hemisphere separately. And these are the winter months, again in the northern and southern hemisphere. Yes, so you find that because of this movement around the sun, revolution takes place and it causes seasons. What does it cause? It causes seasons. I'll give you the definition for revolution. The movement of the earth around the sun in an orbit, that is the elliptical path, in 1 year, that is 365 1/4 days, is called revolution of the earth. It causes change of seasons. It is also called annual motion of the earth. What is it called? Annual motion of the earth. So the other name for revolution is the annual motion of the earth. So today, a quick recap of what we had learned. We have learned continents and oceans. We have 7 major continents, that is the major landmass, and 5 water bodies, big, huge water bodies called the oceans. We have also talked about the directions, that is the cardinal and the intermediate directions. Yes. Then we also talked about motion of the earth, that is the rotation and the revolution of the earth. Yes. So today till here, I hope I'm very clear. Yes. Yes. I hope I'm clear with the motions of the earth. Okay. Yes.